Hello and welcome. This is going to be a Sirian starseed reading for the month of March 2023. Siamese cat. You may feel that you're trapped in your situation, but that's not true. Be careful not to overly focus upon material wealth and break free of negative thinking. The dolphin. An opportunity arises that needs your attention. Moving quickly is important, yet there's nothing you can't handle if you follow your inner guidance. The otter. It's time to kick back, relax, and celebrate all that you have. Joy arises from success in your career, the completion of a project, or a very happy home life. Sadness is a part of life, but you don't have to endure it alone. You may need a little time to heal, but once you work your way through the emotions, you'll be stronger than before. Get some clarifiers on all of that. King of Wands. The Hanged Man. The Death card. 6 of Wands. 7 of Cups on top. So, I think you're closing up old chapters here. And part of closing up those chapters is healing. And I think putting emotion aside, putting ego aside, especially with the Hanged Man here. So yes, there was pain, there was hurt, there was struggle, but I think all parties kind of endured some form of struggle and moving forward with it, allowing this chapter to close out without hatred, but with understanding. So it's time to stop procrastinating and make a decision so that you can move forward with a priority. If you need to do more research, then do so, but don't overthink the situation. Listen to your heart. And then the Emperor is underneath that. Structure and organization are important right now. Don't be afraid to take on a leadership role, as you have much more wisdom to offer. These are some interesting cards. So we have Shelot's Lair, which is stagnation, and the Grey Havens underneath that, and the Great River Anduin underneath that. So moving past stagnation, moving past whatever obstacles that have been standing in your way. The Ents were the first ones to come out. This is the distinguishing between that which is relevant and that which is not, the unleashing of magical force, the opening of an alternative dimension in your reality. The 7 rings of the dwarves also came out. That came out for another starseed family as well. I forget who. Gifts offered, but the need to use caution. All is not what it seems. The need to believe little of what you see and less of what you hear. Be guarded about what you take on board. Trojan horse scenarios possible. The dwarven rings were made by Sauron and the elves and given by Sauron as gifts to each of the dwarven lords. When Sauron forged the Great Ring and attempted to control them, he became enraged at his inability to subjugate their fiercely independent spirit. The Misty Mountains also came out. The value of companionship, recognizing that none of us can make life's journey completely on our own, pulling together in a collective manner so that each of us may survive, pooling our resources, forming protective and supportive links with one another in the face of external dangers and adversities they bring. The Misty Mountains divided the relatively safe area to the west, the Shire Rivendell, from the far more dangerous realm to the east. It was the major demarcation line, both geographically and symbolically. Beyond this point, a far more serious level of commitment would be required from each of the travelers if they were going to attain their dream of regaining their ancestral kingdom. We also have Staff of Gandalf, putting across your message to a wider audience, more direct and clear communication of your needs to others, intelligent application of force, mental dexterity, versatility, honesty and directness, association with people who have something to offer, especially spiritually and intellectually. And Saruman, the false counselor, the power of secret forces at work in your life, suggestion of alternate realities, and the subtlety subtlety of hypnotism. I'm sorry, I speak English, I swear. The pursuit of knowledge, data, regardless of the cost, ruling over the lives of others, becoming ensnared in others' manipulations and machinations. Take all that how it resonates. That was a lot of information. Maybe some of you are trying to manipulate others in order to suit your own good, and it might be subconsciously. It could also be that you are procrastinating and you're thinking of excuses to continue that procrastination. And again, this could all be like subconsciously. Maybe you just don't really realize that you're doing it. This could also be a different situation to where you've been hurt, whether it's emotionally or like financially, and you just need to use caution as you're closing out these chapters. Caution with yourself and caution with whatever subject these apply to in your life. I'll take that one too. Star bathing and cracked open. So, opening up to love, opening up to your guides, opening up to the fact that you are fully capable of whatever new beginnings you would like to create for yourself. But you need to release and close out with love and understanding and forgiveness whatever isn't suiting you anymore. And maybe not micromanaging situations. So you need to let things play out the way that they're supposed to play out. Yes, your thoughts manifest your reality. Yes, if you want to manifest something into your reality, you need to put forth that work and effort and have your headspace and heart space in the same place. But there are situations in our lives where our only job is to sit back and let it play out the way it's supposed to. And no matter what exit on this highway that you push yourself towards or you push this other party or situation towards, it's still going to end up in the same place. So, I mean, are you taking a detour that's going to take you longer than if you just let it go and drive itself? And I think part of this micromanaging is coming from you being very cold and having no compassion for this other party or situation. You need to be gentle and loving with yourself, and you need to be understanding and compassionate with this situation or whomever this other party is. See the light by staying grounded. So, especially with that word of caution, because that caution card came out, You need to stay balanced, and you need to have the ability to remove emotion, especially negative emotion, when you're addressing closing out these chapters. You still want that forgiveness, that love, and that compassion, but emotion in general, okay? Because if this still, there's still healing happening, so it's still going to, it's kind of like, you want you want to heal that scab without ripping it back off. And when you apply emotion to those situations, it can pick the scab off real quick. There could be children involved with this situation at hand. I'm going to take all of these actually. Primal flower essence. So with Star Child, you are a star child. Your kids are probably star children who you are trying to guide and lead in positive, enriching directions and ways. For some of you, there are children involved with this situation, and that's another reason why you need to approach the situation with caution, because let's just say, for example, it doesn't, you don't apply that compassion and forgiveness and understanding to this situation, it could cause trauma for the kids as well. And if you're still healing from this, we don't want to cause anyone else damage, even the other party, even if they cause you damage, because we're not them, right? Universal love came out. So having love for yourself, love for whatever party is involved, especially if there's children involved in this, and knowing that you are loved by your guides and the universe, the other party is loved by their guides and the universe, and both of you are most likely receiving guidance right now from your guides, your galactic council. The medicine of Eagle has landed at your side. This majestic creature of the highest order has been sent to bring you guidance and release you from the limitations that have held you thus far. Carrying the vitality and life force of the great-grandfather sun, this mandala is inspiring you to rise again and soar to new heights. Eagle also brings guidance from your ancestors, those that have come before you. You hold the wisdom that is passed down from generation to generation from your ancestors. The divine gift of enlightenment and the wisdom gained from experience is held in the very cells of your being. It is a part of you, and this card is encouraging you to access this guidance now. Eagle soars above you, reminding you that your greatness in calling upon your ancestors to guide you in accessing the unlimited reservoir of wisdom that lies in reach. Connecting to this wisdom will bring you a newfound vitality for health, brilliant life. Love the expectations and limitations you have placed upon yourself, for as you do, they will be lovingly released and carried via Eagle to the light of the Creator. Within an eagle, there is all the wisdom of the world. Lame deer. I'm going to go ahead and read the Lakota tribe because I think the person who wrote that actually came from there. And that was the card that was on top of the deck. This mandala represents the healing energy of the Lakota tribe, also known as the Sioux Nation, and speaks of the great ancient ways of the Native Americans of the great northwestern plains and Black Hills. The Lakota culture was focused on community. This card highlights the importance of tribe and the kinship these people held for one another, where strength, courage, wisdom, generosity, faith for one another, and heart were felt as one. The Lakota people felt a deep reverence for spirit and saw, felt, and heard it in every aspect of the natural world. You are being guided to heed a call from your heart, to connect with your soul family and be active within your community. Allow your gifts to be shared, to be seen, and to be felt. Everything and everyone within this universe is connected, and this mandala asks you to feel the connection we all share once again. Be reminded that you are never alone. Take time to be in nature, where the tall ones, trees, are your relatives. Walk barefoot, touch, feel, and allow your senses to ignite the oneness of who you truly are. This mandala indicates that you have real-world support from people who wish to be there for you. Open and expand your heart and allow yourself to receive. This is a gift for you as the receiver, as well as for those wishing to give. I salute the light within your eyes, where the whole universe dwells, for when you are at the center within you, and I am at that place within me, we shall be one. Primal flower energy. Throat chakra also came out. So you need to pay attention to how you communicate with people, not just the party that or situation that this is referring to, but how you communicate with yourself, opening up to your guides, and opening up to those who are wishing to help you, opening up to love. Love from your family, your star seeds, your star family, your spirit guides, those around you. Primal flower essence. This healing mandala is drawing your awareness to the new level of service you are opening to. Your higher self sees that you are ready to flourish. Your soul recognizes the effort you have given to growing, learning, and the great journey you are undertaking inward. You have reached a pinnacle and are now ready to step further into service and share the wisdom you have gathered across lifetimes. Your primal flower is the core of your being that speaks of all that you are from your earliest stage of evolution until now. The wisdom we speak of here is that of experience rather than book learning. Be the beautiful flower you are, full of seeds of wisdom, and the gentle winds will blow your wisdom and nourishment to both awaiting and unsuspecting souls, so as they too may awaken the flower that lies within their hearts. Hopefully that helped, and I hope you have a wonderful March.